Good morning. Urban missionary here. A little bit fired up. I was listening to the radio this morning and heard that down in Florida they're teaching the children the Islamic conversion prayer. They're teaching them how to make prayer rugs. They're teaching them the 5 pillars of faith. And it's not being taught as in a world religion class. It's not being taught as in, let's, what does everybody else believe and why do they believe it? This is to show them, to basically convert them. Now, you know what? I have more respect for an atheist than I do somebody who wants to convert the kids to Islam. Why in the world would you do that? Now, I know it's not at my school district, but I'm sure it's at somebody I know school. I'm sure that if you want to go with the 6 degrees of separation, I'm sure that somebody I know somewhere, somehow, has some contact with this, and this is ridiculous. Because, you know what? Whatever happened to 9/11, when America stood for itself, America stood together, stood with pride. Hell, we even hated the French. And we decided we weren't even going to call them French fries no more. They were going to be called freedom fries. Whatever happened to those days? Did we forget? Did we give up? Did we become too sissified? Did our wrists become a little bit limp and decide that we need to be more tolerant? I'm not understanding where we're going. Where is this nation heading? I mean, to me, the nation's heading to hell. I mean, that to me is where we're going. And that's merely for the fact that why in the world would you want to teach the kids how to convert to Islam? I mean, sure, show them that Islam's out there. Sure, show them that there's other religions. Hindu, Islam, Buddhist. Buddhist is more of a faith, but okay. But you know what? An atheist at least isn't going to my children and saying, hey, let me teach you how to be an atheist. That's not happening. At least my kid can say, no, you know what, I'm a Christian. And they'll say, okay. And they'll even bring up good points. I mean, I have all these conversations with atheists on here, and believe me, they have great points. Believe me, I like to make videos to kind of spark the atheists, to kind of get them to rally up and to talk, because I don't want to be like every other Christian on YouTube. I don't want to be like every other Christian who wants to sit around and do these things that, that are, let me quote scripture to you so you can become just like me. That's not me. That's not my style. That's not who I am. I'm an individual, and I like to do things my way. I guess maybe I'm conceited. Maybe I have some, I don't know, deep-seated mommy issues. Who knows? I don't know. But my thing is this. I respect an atheist more than a Muslim. That's all I got to say about that one. I respect an atheist more than a Muslim, because you know what? Atheists at least will talk to me and tell me, you know what? Hey man, have you ever thought of evolution? Have you ever thought of it this way? And at least they give me food for thought. Unlike a Muslim, they just want to cut my damn head off. And that's not what I want. I don't want my head cut off. All in the name of Allah, la, 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 la. That's not gonna happen. A lot of you know, some of you who watch my channel know who I am. Some of you know my past. Some of you know what I did for a living. But you know what? That's not even the issue. My issue is you know what? Remember 9/11. Remember all those who died. Remember those who gave up their life for those that gave up their life protecting the plane that landed in Pennsylvania. Think of them. Think of the people in those towers who lost loved ones and who are still suffering from the effects of breathing in that dust and breathing in all of those chemicals. They're dying a slow death, all in the name of what? Allahu Akbar. You know, it's nothing but Allahu snack bar. And so I honestly have no love for you Muslims, not a bit. And I don't care, because you know what? You are of the devil. You are the devil. And you know what? Go through your Quran. Find how many times Muhammad is in there. And find how many times Jesus is in there. Let's think about that one for a while. Why don't you just open up the old Quran and read that thing? Because I've read the Quran a couple times. And it may surprise you. I may look like some dumb fat guy that looks like Josh Fierstein, and, you know, who knows? I don't know. I may look like somebody else too. But sorry, I was thirsty. But the problem is, don't touch my children, you got a problem. Touch my family, you got a problem. And you know what? I don't want a Muslim in my neighborhood. I don't want a Muslim talking to my kids. I don't want a Muslim nothing. I want all Muslims to be kicked out. You know what? I say open up the border and let all the Mexicans come in. Let every single Mexican come into America and get rid of the Muslims. Do I sound like a tolerant Christian? No, I don't. Not at this moment. But you know what? Give me a few hours and I'll probably come back to my senses. But I want to go ahead and produce this video, and I want to put it on there just because this is my raw, pure emotion. And that's what you're getting from me today at this time. It's 9:35 in the morning after my morning workout. You're getting raw emotion, and that's what you're getting. Usually I think about what I'm going to say. Usually I think more. I try to kind of plan out. Like, if I say something, I know what an atheist is going to say back at me. And I know what's going to come in the comments. I know. So you know what? Right now, today, September 14th, props to the atheists and the Mexicans. Out with the Muslims. Urban Missionary out of here. Love you. Bye.